All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our business presentation. And if you happen to be listening to this on the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation. If you're new to Zoom and you're on live, just some quick housekeeping. You guys can, if you want to, turn your camera off. You can stay muted, which makes for a better recording for everybody. You can chat in the chat bar, although the best way to be interactive on a webinar like this is actually, because we're trying to keep it really short, is actually to follow up with the person who invited you with any questions you have. But there is the chat feature. Let's see, you can also click on speaker view, which will make whoever's talking, like their face will fill the screen. Or you can be on gallery view, which looks like Brady Bunch style, which is my personal preference because I like to see everybody at once. I just think it's like we're hanging out together. So without further ado, we're just going to kick this thing off. My name is Ellen, and Holly and Cam and Michelle and I are going to be spending 30 minutes with you, giving you kind of the nuts and bolts of what it is we actually do as our own self-employed business owners as Beachbody coaches. So my topic is what we do as coaches. So basically, we offer the trifecta, which is fitness, nutrition, and support. And if you think about it, a lot of people have, like, you can get fitness kind of anywhere. Like, there's all kinds of ways to get fitness in your life. Home workouts, gym workouts, personal training, like Zumba, like so many different ways to skin that fitness cat. And there's lots of like nutrition stuff out there, right? There's all kinds of so many offerings. But we have that piece that is really vital to a lot of people's adherence and success, which is support and accountability. So that's why I call it the trifecta, is because some people really truly need all three to be successful. And if left to their own devices, if going it alone is all they've got, then they might not sustain it over the long haul. So what we do as coaches is we offer people fitness, nutrition, and we support them along the way. We have, as coaches, something called the 4 vital behaviors. And they're called vital behaviors because they're deemed vital to our success as coaches. Number 1, we have to be proof that our products work. In other words, we can't be like phony balonies. We can't be like, hey, buy this product. I don't use it, but I heard it's great. We want to be a walking billboard of success. Now, that does not mean that you need to be in your peak physical condition. You do not need to be a bikini body ready to join this mission and tackle this business opportunity. Not at all. In fact, it can actually kind of be helpful if you start while you have some work to do, because then it's easier to show results and to show that you're proof that the products work. But we have to be proof, so we need to walk our talk, which is really great for those of you like, I'm in the fitness business, like in all ways, in all aspects of my professions, both W-2'd and 1099G. I'm all things fitness. And one of the reasons is like, I'm a total foodie and I have food issues and I struggle with wanting to work out. Just ask Cam. I'm like, oh, she likes it. I'm like, oh, gotta work out. But it's actually a great opportunity for those of us that do struggle with our own personal health and fitness to get accountability for ourselves. Because if you're going to coach and you're going to be inspiring in someone's life, well, you better kind of like push play or make sure you're, it's hard to fall off the bandwagon when you're wearing this hat that we wear. So it can be helpful for those of you that are like me that struggle. So we're proof that the products work, or we're working on being proof. We also do personal development. And I'm going to steal something from Holly because she always has mentioned that, and I think she's right. Because I used to just listen to PD, personal development, but she's actually encouraged us to make sure we're watching video that's PD, like YouTube videos, like Gary Vee or whatever, Brene Brown, whatever. Reading books, actual books with like letters and pages that you turn, books, those things, and podcasts. So because we learn differently and we just learn differently. So we're working on who we are as human beings on this planet, the kind of moms we are, the kind of whatever, the kind of, like I've got a stack of PD books behind me actually, but like we're working on ourselves being better people. So that's awesome about our business. That's a vital behavior. We also celebrate the successes of others, and that can be people that we're coaching through challenge groups. That can also be coaches that have joined our tribe and are working on our team, celebrating their business achievements. So it can be weight loss, it can be business achievements. So we celebrate others. And then lastly, our vital behavior is that we're inviting. And that's just something that comes naturally when you love something and you believe in it and it works for you, you invite. That's why what we're doing tonight, we're inviting. But we also invite in other ways. Maybe it's at a coffee shop, maybe it's over the phone, maybe it's through Facebook. But we're sharing what we love and what we know works. Because we have solutions that help people meet their goals, whether that's a financial goal or a fitness goal. We have solutions, and so we share it, which is another essential for success in the business. So we invite, we do personal development, we celebrate other people, and we share the opportunity. So really quickly before I turn it over to, am I turning it over to Holly? No. Cam? We don't know. Okay. Cam, I'm turning over to Cam. Really quickly before I do, I just wanted to touch on some of the benefits. We set our own hours. You can make this a part-time job. You can make this a full-time job. You can make this a hobby. You can even enroll as a discount coach just because you want a discount on product. So you're the one that decides what you want out of the business, but you do get out of it what you put into it. So if you want a lot of results, financial or otherwise, you have to put a lot in. But you can do whatever you want with it. So that's a benefit. You can work from your sweatpants. You can work early mornings. You can work late at night. You can work on the weekends. You can do whatever. It's a very low startup cost and no inventory kind of a situation. So you have a website, people can buy from your link. And then we have awesome culture. So you're part of a team of people, probably like some of us you see on this call. You're part of a family that cares about you and that supports you. So that's an awesome little side perk. And really, you're just working on becoming the best version of yourself in all ways. So that is a little bit about what we do. So I'm going to turn it over to Cam Jams from Pittsburgh.
Ellen, that was awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'm kind of putting myself in your shoes if you're listening to this for the first time. So I just listened to Ellen and I'm like, that all sounds amazing, but I don't know if I can do it. It's mostly, you still have that in the back of your head, but I don't know if it's for me. So like, I'm thinking back 7 years ago before I became a coach. And that was, I think I had those thoughts. Is that really what I'm going to do? And here's what I want to share with you. I, like Ellen, was in the fitness industry before Beachbody. I need you to know right now that you do not, we're actually not normal. Most of the coaches in Beachbody are not fitness professionals. Some of the very most successful coaches in Beachbody are moms at home and people working this business as a side hustle. And so I just want to be very clear that we are not the normal. But me being in the industry, I kind of had maybe a little bit more skepticism than typical. And I kind of want to share that. So the evolution of Beachbody, I think, is hugely important. Most people know what P90X is, and most people know what insanity is. Insanity, I call it my gateway drug. Like, without insanity, I would not be here. It was the gateway drug into Beachbody for me, or I would have still been teaching my group fitness classes. I would still be working as a physical therapist in the hospital. And let me tell you, I love being a physical therapist. Like, I kind of like, there's days I miss that, but I love being home and I love making my own schedule way, way, way more. But insanity is what kind of got it started for me. And I share that because it's kind of how Beachbody evolved. Back in 1998 is kind of like the big deal when our CEO, Carl Deichler, joined forces with John Congdon. And I only share that because at that point, they kind of had a decision to make. Are we going to sell this off to stores? Like, how are we going to sell these products? Well, the best way for these products to sell themselves is kind of what Ellen said, is for people to share them. People who are actually getting results, people that are feeling emotionally connected to these products. So P90X was like flying because people were sharing the results. And at that time, it wasn't even a network. It wasn't even a business. So we did not become Team Beachbody until 2007. So think about it. That's not that long ago. So it's really cool to know that the business is still evolving. It's still growing. There's so much left to be said for this business. And that part really excites me. I get like super geeked out knowing what's more to come. So as a fitness professional, as somebody that was super skeptical, no, I'm not going to do that. I feel really confident being where I am in the industry, having this as part of my brand. And the brand that I've created is kind of so much bigger than Beachbody. And I want you guys to know that that's possible. But that leads me into when I started, I didn't even have Facebook. So if you're like, how the hell am I going to do that? Don't worry. We will train you. We will teach you. There is a training for everything. So I didn't even have Facebook. So I had 0 friends. And now I guess I have like 5,000 friends and I'm not allowed to have any more. So now I have an Instagram page where I'm making friends over there and I'm just sharing. If anybody follows me, it's kind of like the real deal. And that's really all I do. I would never want to say that I'm selling, but like Ellen said, I've done, my share of podcasting to learn trainings. I have listened to Holly's trainings. We have so much for you. And actually the downfall is that is like you might get overwhelmed because there's a lot of trainings and you kind of just have to pick and choose which one's going to work for you. So don't worry. If you don't have any business skills, neither did I. I was in healthcare. I was teaching people how to walk and how to rehab their knees. So, I had no idea about marketing and business and I figured it out. One of my favorite things for Beachbody is you can Google it. And you can figure it out. Everything is figure outable. So I do want you to know that. And I want you to know that our team culture is everything. Ellen is, one of my best friends. I met her through the business. And, if that kind of stuff, that to me, like, that makes me excited. Like that, the business gave me that. And, she's in Portland, Oregon, or Eugene, Oregon, but it's like so close. And here I am on the other side of the country. And then it's brought us to Holly and Michelle. And now the 4 of us, like, we text message all the time. And like, that's just like, that's not normal, but I love it. And so that's what's happened with my team too. And that's what's going to happen with your people and your team. You just become close with a family. So you feel supported at all times, and the community is just everything. And speaking about that, we actually we have quarterly events, we have live events, we have our annual coach summit where we all get together and we can all take pictures and all take selfies and not have to do it here on Zoom. But that's the stuff that gets me excited. And I couldn't imagine my life without this business. And all I need you to know is when I started, I had no clue what I was doing. But 7 years later, I'm kind of like, I can't even think where I would be without this now. So thank you guys just for being here. And I hope you just take a second to just think about where you can be maybe in the future too. Holly, we would love to hear from you.
You are so awesome. You guys, you have no idea how just it's so flipping cool to meet with all of you, and also, Ellen and Cam, Michelle, and I see other leaders on this call tonight too. We say a call, but I guess it's like a video chat. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it anymore because I get to see your faces and that makes me so happy. I feel full. Like my heart is full, my life is full. I can't explain it in so many ways. If you haven't seen our testimonials, just like seek them out. Find our business testimonials, because I know so much of this, you're kind of like, but I don't understand how everything like connects, how it works together. And but we didn't want to take a lot of time just giving our personal testimonials, because I know a lot of that is in the group already. So go back, check those out, watch those videos, and trust me, I was the biggest skeptic of anybody I've ever met, and we've never met an objection that we probably didn't think ourselves. So whatever you're thinking in your mind about, I don't think that I can do this, or whatever it is, please make sure that you reach out to the person that invited you and just talk it through. And we understand that not everybody is meant to do this, and that's cool. We never want to pressure anybody, but we want to give you all the information, all the details, every single bit of information, because we want you to make an informed decision. Because honestly, if I had not done this, I know that my life would not be what I want it to be right now. It wouldn't be. My life is how I've been able to design it, because of the business opportunity, because of this, because of the ability to make my own decisions, to create my own schedule, all those benefits that Ellen talked about, of course, all the health benefits as well. It has bled over into so many parts of my life, my relationships, my emotional well-being, my spiritual well-being, my mental well-being, my sleep, my stress, like everything. It has made me a better person 20-fold. And I get to be a stay-at-home mom and a part-time business owner. And my husband gets to be a stay-at-home dad, part-time business owner. And that is all because of this opportunity. And lots of people would tell me, well, it's easy for you because you're passionate about fitness. I'm like, no, I'm in fitness. I started this whole career because I had injuries and food issues, and I needed accountability in order to stay in shape but not go overboard into anorexia and exercise anorexia and bulimia. So that's how I ended up in this industry, is because I needed accountability. And then being Beachbody coach was just another layer of that. So I'm going to talk to you about the money, because I've said it a bunch of times, and hopefully, if you can work this business however you want, but the way we want you to fully understand this vehicle that we're handing you, we're giving you the ability to create the financial future that you desire. Okay. But we want you to understand the full capacity of it and how it's formatted. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is residual income. So that might be, if you've never heard of residual income, network marketing, multi-level marketing before, or if you've like vaguely heard of it, then you have all these preconceived notions of what it is. I'm just going to lay it out there for you, what it is. We are a business based on direct sales, referral marketing. We say, hey, I'm doing this. I feel great. Do you want to try it? That's pretty much what we do. Residual income is where, I want to ask you guys, actually, maybe Ellen, you can give me a thumbs up. Does this look backwards to you or the right way? It's the right way? Okay, good, because I have another version because Facebook reverses it. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so this is my cool little drawing, and that's what I was doing when Cam was talking. I had to find it. This is residual income, okay? This is a 5-year plan, because in a business like this, if you are to commit to consistently work at this business part-time, and I typically give people like 10 hours a week. Of course, that might not be you. I know people who did 30 hours a week and they got there 3 times faster than me. The only thing I could commit, so the only thing that I really know is 10 hours a week. And that's what I did in the beginning. And I've been told within 2 to 5 years, you can start to see some pretty good financial success and financial freedom if you were to do that in 2 to 5 years. So here's my fun little drawing. One day I'll actually make a professional version of this. But so pretend like this is year one. Year one, look at how much time you're putting in compared to how much money you're making. Now, year one, I was probably making, I don't know, maybe something along the lines of like $5, $10 an hour, which most people would be like, I'm not going to work, I'm not going to work my butt off for that. But the first couple months, it was kind of like I was probably making like $1 an hour by the time you averaged it out, right? But that first year, it's going to feel like, well, I'm putting in all this time, but I'm not sure if it's worth the payoff. This is how residual income works. The next year, Do you see how it starts to tilt? You're like, oh, by the end of that next year, you're pretty much 50-50. So you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm putting in about the right amount of time for how much money I'm making. By the next year, it starts to really tip in your favor. You're still putting in the same amount of time, but now you're making way more than what you anticipated. By year 4, you can see how it works. By year 5, here's the plan. Ideally, if we do our jobs right and we teach you how to be a smart business owner, we teach you how to work smart, not just hard, but smart, and be consistent and do the right activities to build a strong foundation, to teach your people to build a strong foundation, to teach their people to build a strong foundation, then ultimately you can have really good financial income within 2 to 5 years. Now, if you're like, that's so far away. Yeah. Okay. Well, think about where you were 2 to 5 years ago. What were your where were you at then? Now, the potential of potentially making, that's funny, I use that word twice, but your earning potential could be where, like me, where I completely replaced or doubled, tripled my full-time income working my 10 hours a week within just a couple years. That's the type of potential that this business has. But it starts with creating a strong foundation, which of course we can't teach you on a quick presentation, but that is our job, is to teach you how to be successful. That's the whole idea of residual income. It's the same thing with somebody who, an artist, a musician that writes a song. They spend all the blood, sweat, and tears, hours preparing it, writing it, rewriting it, recording it, fixing the recording. Then they've got to get it out there. And they put all this time ahead with $0, right? And then maybe one will hit, and then you're paid on that, right? So it's not like, this is definitely not get rich quick. This is not something that happens overnight, but it is something where you have a far better earning potential than any other job, career, anything that you can put out there, almost anywhere. Because I don't know about you, I had a phenomenal job, but there was no way that I was going to get a double or triple bonus at the end of the year of what I was already making on my salary. So working 10 hours a week in order to achieve that, thank God that this business was approached to me. Thank God that somebody said, you need to check this out, and cared enough about me to say, please check this out. That's kind of a glimpse of how residual income works. And so, of course, there's sales. Yes, we're gonna teach you. We're gonna train you on all that. Like, we really want you to focus on sharing instead of like feeling like you have to be a salesperson. But there's trainings and to make you feel comfortable, to help you feel confident with all that. But that's like this much of what your earning potential could be. Ideally, we want you to land in this residual income space where you're not always having to start over at 0 every single month. That's our goal for you. Okay. There's lots of different ways for you to earn. Our goal, like I said from the get-go, if you want to build a business with this, then you will do that using the tools that we provide you, the trainings, the events, the presentations. We're going to say, hey, invite to this, invite to that, invite to that, where you don't feel like you're going to have to be the one that's doing the presentation yourself. I've been doing this over 10 years. Ellen and Cam, combined, we've got decades and decades of experience, y'all, and so many different presentations, etc. But right out the gate, I didn't know how to do this. I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't on social media. I didn't even do videos. I didn't know how to public speak, kind of. So this was all learned stuff. I don't want you to look at us and think, well, that's so far. No. We all started at 0. All of us started at 0, no dollars, no prospects, no leads, no experience, no sales, no nothing. So literally, the cool thing about this type of business is you bring your own personal experiences into your business, and you are going to attract people that aren't necessarily attracted to me or aren't necessarily attracted to Susie or whoever that you decide to join with. You are going to bring the right people to you, and it's our job to help you create the best you possible so that you can do that. Because we want you to live an amazing, ridiculous, crazy, like freaking such a fun life. And that is possible. All those things are possible. But we have to first go, I'm going to take that little step of faith and I'm going to try it. So, yes, it does take hard work. It's not overnight. But listen, the time's going to pass anyways. What do you have set up right now that's going to bring you that financial security that you want? for me, I didn't have an answer to that question. My answer was, oh, I guess I'm going to work 70 hours a week for the rest of my life because I can't slow down. Otherwise, I'm never going to pay off this debt. I'm never going to get ahead in life. Oh, and by the way, I'm never going to have a family because all I do is work. So what is that for you? What is that driving force? Do you want to stay home with your kids? Do you want to pay off all the debt that you have that like you're tired of them calling you? Are you tired of getting things repossessed? Are you tired of never seeing your husband? Are you tired of watching your loved ones just like physically fall apart because of their health? Like, we can do something about all of that. We have a solution to two of the most stressful things in life: fitness, our health. Look around. There is no shortage of people who need to exercise more, move their bodies more, rehabilitate from injuries, get over, obesity and heart disease and diabetes and all these things that could be solved by diet and exercise. But why don't we do it? We don't do it because we don't have the right support. And that's exactly what we do as Team Beachbody coaches, is we provide that support. So I want to encourage you right now to reach out to the person that invited you to this. Do not let those tiny little voices start to weigh in. You're not signing anything yet. This is what we want to do. We want to start a conversation with you because we truly believe in what we're doing. We're never going to force anybody to do anything, but we do want you to live an amazing life because that's what you deserve. Like, you weren't put on this planet to live, to just exist and just to feel okay. You were put on this planet to feel amazing and to be full of energy and to be there for your children and to not let all these damn diseases take over your whole world. You were put on this earth for more. And I want you to just reach out and take it and believe. If you can't believe in yourself, let us believe in you for a little while, because you know what? I didn't believe in myself when I started this either. But now I know in my gut and my soul that I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing by my family, physically, anybody that I come in contact with. I talk about, one of our best-selling products, Shakeology, and we're going to find the right plan for you to get you started. But one of the best ways for us to encourage you to get started is with a nutritional of some type, something that's going to help you make simple steps in the right direction towards your health and fitness. Okay. So we're going to recommend that. We're also going to recommend that, that you get a package that also includes like our plethora, just like 800 different workouts, all the meal plans we offer. We want you to know exactly what you're getting into. We want you to have access to all this stuff too. And we want you to be able to tell somebody who might be a prospective customer for you or coach for you, like what workout program would be perfect for them if they just had a knee replacement and they're not able to move their legs for the next whatever months. We want you to be able to figure that out. And the only way to do that is for you to have full access. So we have some really great packages, and we will help you create that package by speaking with you and figuring out exactly what is the right package for you. Okay. So we do this thing where we talk to you one-on-one, and we define that like exactly the best way for you to get started. And it literally, your investment in this online franchise, because that's exactly what this is you're like basically buying a McDonald's for literally like pennies, people. This online franchise, it's literally only like dollars a day, like $4 a day. And you're consuming most of that. So that most of that investment goes toward a nutritional that is making you healthier, that is helping you to be a product of the product, to get results, to feel amazing, to have energy, to combat stress, to sleep better, all of those things. We're going to help you figure out what nutritional is best for you in your situation. We're going to get you the best package possible. And again, it is literally like dollars a day for you to own an online franchise that could potentially make you 6 figures within the next 2 to 5 years. If you're like me, I was like, I don't even know what that means, 6 figures. Like that's how far away that was for me. But here's what's up. Why don't you make a small goal? Like mine initially was, I want to make $200 a month so I don't have to worry about affording food, because that's where I was at. Like I can't really afford food. So $200 a month, I could stock up on top ramen and some other stuff. That was my first goal. So if the 6 figures is too far for you, I want you to shoot for something that is obtainable for you, that is where you want to be, because we are going to help you grow that belief. And we're going to work with you on creating those bigger goals. And mine just kept getting bigger and bigger. And now I get to do this. This is what I get to do, be with you guys. So I want to say thank you guys so much. I think that we've taken enough of your time. If you are in the event with us, you can obviously go there, ask questions there. But I highly encourage that you reach out to the person who invited you to watch this specific presentation and say, okay, let's get started. Let's build my package. I'm ready to rock. I don't know if I can do this or not, but let's go. And we're here to support you. And I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Are we good, Cam, Ellen? Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful night. We'll talk soon.